political discussion. Okay, so Nimisha Priya case is going on, and the kind of Islamic leader, okay, whatever it is called, Islamic leader or the Islamic head in the Kerala. Now he is in touch with one Mr. Umar, and he is Sufi saint of the saint in Yemen. And then Mr. Umar is taking it seriously, means the case, and there are anyway tribal leaders are already meeting the family of Nimisha Priya. So Sufi saint in the Yemen, they have also taken the case, and they met then there was a meeting scheduled at 10 o'clock or 10:30 in the Yemen, and with the local court judge, and then religious leader and tribal leaders, and the family of the victim or convict, whatever we can say. And then that meeting was scheduled, so that result has to come. But one thing that we understand, that Yemen historically, Yemen country is known for very very brave soldiers. In India also, the kings in India, they used to employ the brave soldiers of Yemen, and Houthi fighters, under which this control of the jail is, Houthi fighters, they represent the Yemen fighters historically. I mean, they are considered as the very high class fighters. So it does not look good on this much brave people to go and execute a woman, and that to a nurse, and that to not from Yemen, and that to whatever she did in her self defense only. In defending herself, she did whatever she could do. It doesn't look good on Houthi fighters. At least this is what I'm sure about it. Anyway, religious leader now, they are into they are into the kind of scenario now. The whatever scenario is there, religious leaders now, they have taken the control now, and now everything is in hand of religious people now. How Houthi fighters are religious, that will be test now, that how Houthi fighters are religious. They are brave. Yemeni fighters are brave. This is historically it is proved, and it doesn't look good on them to execute a woman, not Yemeni, not an Yemeni, and that to a nurse associated to medical profession, and then whose job is to give life to people, and then whatever she did in the self defense. So we are expecting that something very good result would come, and she would back to her country very soon. Anyway, we are monitoring the situation. Anyway, okay, political discussion. America first, American first. A very big news is surfacing from United States. The American president, Mr. Donald Trump, right now he is busy with the Ukraine. Donald Trump is busy with the Ukraine now, and Donald Trump has decided to give arms and ammunition to the Ukraine, similar to what Joe Biden was doing, and then support Ukraine in the war with the Russia. And he has given ultimatum to the Russia that in within 50 days, war should be over, and Russia has to come to negotiation table for the peace treaty. Anyway, so looks like Donald Trump is quite now in decisive mood to control the war between Ukraine and Russia, whatever it is. What is the big news that is coming in? The big news is coming in. There is something called bond hearing. Bond hearing. Okay, what is bond hearing? Bond hearing is that there are detention camp in United States. Detention camp, where detention means people who are detained for the illegal activity. So there are immigration detention camp in United States. Immigration detention camp is a camp where the people who are illegally staying in America, they will be brought in into the detention camp. Donald Trump, in his big beautiful bill, the big beautiful bill, he brought much focus on the deportation of the illegally staying people in the America. Last immigration raid happened in Los Angeles. I believe 1.5 months back, there was an immigration raid happened in Los Angeles city of America. And what happened? Everyone saw now how the people out there, they started attacking on the immigration officer. Now, in that retaliation, Donald Trump is making a preparation at a war scale now against the people who are staying in America illegally. Either their visa has expired, or people who have entered into United States from Mexico or Canada. So, from whatever, if they are staying in illegally in America, they have to leave the country. Okay, in that fashion, last time when they did the raid in the Los Angeles, then there was a mass violence kind of protest happens from the local people out there. Now government is, that's why government brought the big beautiful law to make it in a law now, that government will be more strict now. In that strictness, 10,000 employees are being added to the immigration department, immigration and the uh, immigration and custom enforcement department. If there is a department called military department, if there is a department called home department, there is a department also called immigration and custom enforcement department. It is led by Madam 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 Claudia Noem. I'm sorry if I am pronouncing wrong. There is one Mr. Noem. Okay, Madam Noem. There is one Mr. There is one Madam Noem. She is a lady. Madam Christia. Madam Christia Noem. So Madam Christia Noem, she is leading the immigration and enforcement department. Okay, in that 10,000 employee would be added. We are worrying from India because the way people were deported to the India in a fashion, it was more or less shameful for the Indians anyway. Now 10,000 employee would be added to the immigration department of United States. That has been decided, and 100,000 bed that will be added to the detention camp, the detention camp, immigration detention camp, where the people who are found illegally staying in the America from the immigration raid, they will be brought in the detention camp. Now, people who are staying in the detention camp, now they have two options. Now, if a person somehow he got caught in detention camp, he is staying in detention camp, now there is two options to them. They can go to the court and they can file for the hearing, that is called bond hearing. Okay, there are two options to them. One option is that they would go against the kind of immigration detention. There is two concepts here. One is immigration detention and one is called deportation. Okay, so if people are staying in the detention camp, the number one stage is immigration detention. Immigration crime they have done, that their passport is expired, still they were staying in the America one. Okay, or they have entered America illegally. So first stage is that they are found convict in immigration law. Second stage is that now they are ready for deportation. Okay, so they can file case suit in the court for, and that is called bond hearing. So immigration detention, people who are in immigration law, the people who have been detained for the immigration law, they can file case, and that is called bond hearing. For the bond hearing, the judges, they would hear their case and they have to produce that why they need to stay in the United States. For the, and reason can be cited as social reason. What is social reason? They were staying in the America. They have not entered America illegally. Due to some reason, their passport, their visa expired, but they were staying in America in a locality. First thing, and second thing is they had job. They were employee of some organization. So in that fashion, this they should not be in the detention camp. They have filed for the renewal of visa or whatsoever. So in that fashion, on bond, $7,000, $7,000 bond they have to fill, and they can go back and stay there and work in a way to get the visa again. So this is called bond hearing. Another is deportation. People can file case for the deportation also. Why they enter into United States is there is a life threat to them in their own country. There can be a situation a person is going through life threat. Okay, in that fashion, he can go to the court again that he has some managed to leave flee the country to save his or her life, and he is in United States for the mercy, and that's how He could not manage to get the visa and he has entered. In that fashion, court grants him stay in the America. This is America. America is number one kind of democratic country in the world. So their rule and regulation is based upon the democracy only. Anyway, in that fashion, now the Immigration and Enforcement Department (ICE) now it has made a new rule, or we can say that Donald Trump has made a new rule. They are limiting bond hearing now. The people who are inside the detention camp, okay, they are caught by the immigration raid, by the immigration department, and they are staying there, and they generally they go to the court and they file for the bond hearing, so that they will fill a bond of $7,000 and they can go back. Now they are limiting it. Now it will not be that easy for the people who are staying in detention camp to go to the court. Now they are limiting the access to the court in the bond hearing. Okay, what is the scenario now? This is the news now. Donald Trump is uprightly, Donald Trump very explicitly, he is saying that lots and lots of people they have entered into United States in Joe Biden's tenure, and now we have to deport them, and this is the only way to deport them, to stop them to file case in the court against the bond hearing. Okay, they may produce another cases also. If people are entering for the Mexico and Canada, they would they are getting job. How they would survive? They are getting job in America, and that's how, especially in the kind of especially in Los Angeles kind of city, lot of illegal immigrants are working in the showrooms kind of places. Okay, if they are detained, they will say that they have lost their documents. They entered with the document, but they have lost it somehow. And this and that, they will give the reason, and they will give the employer name and this and that. Employer will show some forgery paper here and there, saying that when he had come here, he was legal immigrant. But now looks like that he has become illegal and this and that, and he would fill $7,000 bond that his employer will support, and he will go back to work. To stop this, now Donald Trump has made a rule that it is limiting the detainees to go to the court now and fill the and go for the bond hearing. Okay, this is now raising the hair. This is now raising the hair of the people around the globe whose citizens are living in America. Now it is said that the bloating will happen to the detention camp. The detention camp will be filled with the detainees now, because now they cannot go to the court and they cannot enter back into the country, because government is limiting their hearing plea now. Okay, in that fashion, lot and lot of people they will flood the detention camp. Anyway, court has already given a verdict to the or court has allowed the government that they can use third country as detention camp also, like the Central America country like El Salvador, Guatemala, Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras. These are kind of countries they are making detention camp, and in detention camp they are pushing the detainees out there, and from there are they are from the United Nations bus, Airbus, from the United Nations Airbus, they are being dropped into the respective country. Now millions of 40 million illegal immigrants are staying in America. 40 million. Now 40 million illegal immigrants, now their future is in uncertainty now. Okay, their future is in uncertainty, and this the way the big beautiful will come. If anyone who is very minute watcher, if but there are many people who they watch very minutely an incident. If people watch big beautiful very minutely, then big beautiful was brought in for the deportation only. Big beautiful was brought in for the deportation only. I'm including kind of Mr. Elon Musk also. Means it was brought in primarily for the two reasons. One is to to kind of to support to remove all the government support that Elon Musk is receiving toward the green energy. That was number one, but mainly it was for deportation. Now, when they have made a rule, a law kind of thing, where people they cannot reach the people who are in detention camp, they cannot reach court so easily, limiting bond hearing. Now it is crystal clear that government is ready for mass level immigration raid, mass level immigration raid in the United States. Now this is going to bring another havoc now, another catastrophe now in the America. Not only in the America, if I talk about India, 1 million people, around 750,000 illegal immigrants from India are staying there. This is government data. It would be around 1 million. Now, fate of 1 million Indian people who are leaving America illegally, as per the government data. Now, their fate is dangling now. What would happen to them? First, they will brought you to the detention camp, and then from detention camp probably they will brought to the any third country detention camp, because they cannot go to the court now. They are stopping these people to go to the court now. And then what will happen to them? Okay, it is good that they will come to the India. In what condition they will come, that is suspectable now. Why it is suspectable? Because the count of illegal immigrants only from India is 1 million, and shifting 1 million from the aeroplane is very difficult. One aeroplane means 200, 300 people. 1 million people bringing through aeroplane is very difficult. Okay, and 40 million people maximum are from Central America only. Okay, these people can go by the bus or by the ship. What will happen to India? Now this is the another thing that is hitting everyone's brain. Again, this is something that is in newspaper. What is behind the scene? What is behind the scene? Every country, the government is becoming intolerant toward the foreigner. If I see Nimisha Priya case in the Yemen, looks like government is becoming not people. Local people are very good. Local people are very good. Local people are good. Local religious leader, community leader are very good. They understand the situation. But government everywhere they are showing extreme tolerance toward the foreigner. If I see Burma, Myanmar, the way Rohingya people, though they are resident of Burma only, the way they were pushed out of the Burma, claiming they are Muslim and they are from Bangladesh or somewhere, the way they were pushed out of the country from the Burmese government in the Yang San Suu Kyi government, it showed the intolerance toward the foreign people. Nimisha Priya case, again the way government is acting, government was behind her, the kind of all the legal activity and this that. Means government is against, they are intolerant toward the foreigner. Now Donald Trump is showing the same thing, same thing. Okay, the import tariff on the foreign product, foreign company. If anyone wants to come to United States, then $5 million he has to pay. $5 million he has to pay to become resident or something like that. Means very rich. Everyone is looking for rich people. Nimisha Priya is a poor lady from the Kerala. Everyone is looking. Rohingya people are poor people. If you are poor people, then there is a extreme intolerance from the foreign government out there. They don't want poor people from the outsider, because you are coming here to take their money. If poor people is going to America, any other country, they will look for employment. They're not looking for that. Government is not looking for that. That you come here, you take employment. Government is looking for the people. First of all, they will give $5 million to enter into America. And then after that, they will set up a company out there. They will give lot of job to the people, and they will give lot of taxes to the government. Not only that, if they have business all around the globe, all taxes they will give to the government. This is what every country is looking now. Every country. India, Pakistan, Myanmar, every country, all countries are making rule and regulation for the very wealthy foreigners, very wealthy foreigners. please come to our country as a tourist and this and that. See how Indian tourists got killed in the Jammu and Kashmir. In Jammu and Kashmir, only Indian tourists go there. There are foreign tourists also come to Jammu and Kashmir, but no problem to them. You should be very rich when you are entering into another country. That is the new scenario that is popping out now. That is the new culture is being cultivated by all the democratic country around the globe now. This is something extremely threatening to the democracy system in the world. This is what I would say. Anyway, we are we are anxious. Everyone is anxious now with the new limiting the bond hearing in the America, where illegal immigrants they cannot go to the court. Now everyone is anxious, especially in India, that what is the next measure of Donald Trump? Will people deport people? There will be mass deportation. That is for sure. Now the devotee will come to India like that one in shackle and in shackle, hands cuffed and shackle in their leg or something like that. Let's see, wait and watch what is going, what will happen.